Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Stacy. If you're new here, don't be shy. Go ahead and kick your feet up, get comfortable, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we post videos here. If you're a returning subscriber, what's up? What's popping? Thank you guys so much for always stopping by and rocking with your girl. Today we'll be doing a new year look or whatever. Yeah, for those of you who will be riding into the new year in style, we're here to serve. We're here to serve. We're here to serve. And for those of you who's just going to be staying home, it's the same thing. It's okay. Sit back, relax, enjoy. And if you would like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. To start off today's look, guys, I will be doing the brows. And I know you guys have seen me done my brows on multiple occasions, but when I watch other YouTubers' videos, I still always appreciate seeing them doing the brows. So for today, the brows I will be using. Now, you guys know that I'm used to, the pencil because it gives me more control. But today I'm going to be trying something a little bit newer. And I'll be using the LA Girl Brow Pomade. And I'll be using this one to do my brows. Let's see. Oh my God, how I like it. So just before I fill in my brows, I will be using my spoolie and just brush my hairs in the correct direction. This way it makes it so much easier for the application. And when you use the pomade, you definitely want to go with something that's not too dark and harsh. Just go for something that's, is going to complement your skin tone. So I'll be using the dark brown. I believe this one is. It's not too dark because when it's dark, it tends to, look too harsh, right? See that? That's the perfect shade. That's a perfect shade, actually. So all you need to do is just use a light hand and shade in your brows. And the key to success with making your brows or like creating your brows is that you definitely want to chase the outline of your brows that you already have. If you can see, my brows is like arch, but I just basically defined the arch. I didn't try to give myself more than what I have. As you can see, my brows is already shaded in and they're very natural because when you're doing your brows, you definitely, the brows is to balance and frame the face. And so if the brows is off, chances are the whole makeup look is going to be off. So you definitely want to go light-handed with your brows. Obviously, if you want them a little bit more darker, you can darken them as you wish. But for me, I like to keep it more natural and flawless. So as you can see, my brows is all done. And I'm going to go in with the concealant to clean up those brows, to make those brow bones pop. And to conceal my brow, my underbrow today, I'll be using my favorite, my all-time favorite, is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I will be using this one in the shade Pure Beige. I don't know if you can see that one, but it's like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. And I like to do this because if you use a shade that's closer to your skin tone, it's not really gonna pop when you apply your shadow. So I like to go with a concealer that's 2 shades lighter than my own skin tone. That way when I apply my shadow, it's gonna pop, it's gonna be vibrant, and also it's gonna highlight my brows as well. So I'm just gonna be taking a little bit of this one and I'm gonna be concealing under my brows. Just like so. And you want to use a light hand as well, only because, well, you want it to be perfect or close to perfect, and you want to get enough product in there. So how was our holiday, guys? How was your holiday? Mine was pretty quiet. I did my decorating. So I grew up in a typical Caribbean home. I'm from St. Vincent, and those of you who are from St. Vincent massive, scream. Yeah, so I grew up in the Caribbean where basically when it's the holiday season, we usually strip our house from it's usually like mid-November or the end of November. We will strip our house, we'll take everything down and, reassemble the house. So the house would look a mess, from the end of November to about the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. And in the night we would like decorate our house, and so that's how I grew up. That's my tradition, right? But living, I'm also gonna use this same color for the top of my brow. I usually don't because I like to go with something darker, but I'm gonna be using this one today. So as I was saying, right, like that's the tradition I grew up on, where you know we would strip the house, and you know come Christmas Eve night we redecorated, and in the morning of Christmas the house looked like nothing happened, right? And so that's what I grew up on. That's my tradition. But honestly, living abroad has taught me so much, and I tried it. You know, coming here in Canada, I've had that same, you know, way of life and thinking and looking at the holiday the same for a few years, right? But then I realized, yo, I'm working, I don't have time for it. Like living in overseas is already so busy, like you barely have time for yourself. So I had to, like, you know what, get rid of that. See what I mean? I don't really like to use the same color top and bottom because it's just weird for me. I like to use a darker color at the top, but yeah, it's okay. We'll roll with it today. But usually, as you guys know on my previous videos, I love to just use a darker color at the top. But yeah, so that is my way of life. That's how I grew up. That's what I'm used to. It's just really nice to do it that way because I'm used to it. But like this year, I did things a little bit different because I was working, you know, the 4 days leading up to Christmas, 4 or 5 days. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna decorate my house a week before. So this week it was a little bit less hectic, and I can actually sit down and breathe and relax. And it was really good. It was really nice. It was a fun time, but it was quiet, which is much needed, and I rest. Okay guys, so as you can see, my brows is all done and beautiful. I don't know, when I do my makeup, like I enjoy doing my brows. I do not know, it's like I'm nervous because there's a chance that they may come out whack. But I'm also excited to see how they come out, and here we are today. Looks like we're doing good. But guys, I forgot one step. I forgot to put my primer on, so I'm gonna be doing this. I don't know what's going on with myself. Like lately I've been forgetting to put my primer on. But anyways, this one is the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer, and this is perfect. Like guys, I love this primer so much. Your makeup just glides on. So I'm gonna be applying my primer on. Thank goodness I didn't get too far in my makeup look, because your makeup look is just not completed without your primer, like, or some form of moisturizer, which I did moisturize my face, but like the primer is just like the cherry on top. So I went ahead and applied my primer. You guys weren't gonna tell me I forgot my primer. Anyways, so the next thing we're gonna be doing is applying you know, some concealer on our lids, because we're gonna be doing you know, a new year look, and we are gonna be using bright colors, so we definitely want them to pop. So I'll be using the same concealer I use to conceal my underbrows, which is the pure beige, as you guys know, and I'm gonna be applying it on my lids. And this is definitely optional, but I highly recommend it, only because, like I said, it's going to help your shadow to pop and to, you know, just sit very vibrant and beautiful. But you can definitely skip this step if you're going for a more natural look. But today we're going for a New Year glam. We definitely want to head into 2021 looking our best. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, don't make any plans for 2021. Like, is God off his throne? The last time I checked, God is still in his throne. Never matter what's happening in this world. It doesn't matter what's going on. He's still on his throne. Miracles are still happening. Like, people are still getting ahead. People are still living their best life. So why are we scared? I'm declaring 2021 to be my year. I don't know about y'all, but I would definitely encourage you to keep the positive energy going. And let's end off this year strong, because great things are ahead. Great things, great things. So I'm just completing this concealer, and you see the difference. Look at it. I know it looks weird now, but it's gonna make sense when I'm done. When I start applying the shadow, it will definitely make sense. So for today's look, I'm still deciding. I don't know. I want to do something very beautiful and something that's going to pop. So I'll be using these two palettes. So I'll be using the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. And I'll also be using the Morphe X James Charles. I think this palette is a genius. Like it has everything literally. So I will be using those two palettes today. But to start off the look for my crease, I will be going in with the Fill In Myself from the Jackie's palette. This is the orange, and I'll be putting it in my crease just as like a transition color. I'll be going very light-handed. Definitely want to knock off the excess so that it doesn't mess up your face. So just right in the crease here, I'll be putting this color. Very faint in the beginning. Right? So we're going to be starting off very lightly, and then we're going to build up the intensity for the color. That way it looks blended, right? If you guys see me looking this way, it's because my mirror is here and I need a mirror to do my makeup. All right. So we're going to be doing the same thing for the next eye. Very light strokes. Again. And then we're going to intensify the color. So we're going to go back in the same color, the Fill In Myself. And we're going to make it more deeper. So we'll apply more product on the brush. See that? Make it more intense. And we're going to do the same thing for the next eye. We're done with that orange, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with a pink, because as I said, this is gonna be a New Year look and we want it to be vibrant and bright and festive and everything. So we're gonna go in with a pink very lightly. So I'm thinking we're gonna go in with this pink, and this one is called Dance Party, and this is from the Jaclyn's palette as well. This is a Dance Party, and we're gonna be putting that right under the orange very lightly. So a very light hand we're gonna be using that with. Ooh. Just like so, very light. We want to have both colors there, so we don't really want to smudge out that color too much. We don't want it to be too intense, I should say. I'm going to be using another brush, which is like one that's more fluffy, so we can spread the color. Just like so. And you guys know the drill. We're going to be doing the same thing for the next eye. Just like so. So because I want this eyeshadow color to pop and to be bright and vibrant and lively, I'm going to be using the MAC Soft Ochre. I believe that's what it's called, the paint pot. And I'm going to be doing somewhat of a cut crease just to make preparation for my next colors, because I'll be using like a white on the lid. So I'll be using this one to carve out that. This is like the perfect shade. And again, as I told you guys from the last video, you know, using this, I think it's like a primer. It basically allows your colors to be more vibrant and just to apply effortless, right? Because you definitely, again, we want the colors to pop. Like so. And when you're doing this, you definitely want to have a steady hands, guys, because you're using this type of product and it can easily mess up. So you definitely want to have steady hands. And don't get upset if you don't get it right the first time. Again, it takes practice. So definitely be easy on yourself when you're doing these things that require you to have steady hands, and you'll be Gucci. Good. So what are you guys doing for the new year? I mean, I don't think any of us is doing anything much because of, you know, the whole pandemic and everything and the gathering restrictions, but what are you guys gonna do? For me, I'm going to be at church praising God. Definitely, my church is having like a virtual service online, so I'll be there. What I'm doing after, I don't know. We'll see what I can get into, but definitely, you know, going to church has always been a tradition for me when we're starting a new year, because times like these, we definitely need God and a higher source in our life. So I will definitely encourage each and every one of you to worship in some way, shape, or form heading into the new year. So again, we're getting ready to apply our color. I'm going to be applying a white on the lid. And I think I'll be using the Certified from the Jackie. I thought I'll be using the James Charles palette more, but apparently all these colors are what I'm going to be using. So I'll be using the Certified. If I can find my brush. So the same brush I used to apply the paint on the lids, I'll be using that same brush only because it's so tiny and it's easy to get in the corners. And I don't really want to mess up the shadow that I'm putting on, but I'll be applying that right over the paint pot. It's like a white. Just like so. We're applying it over. So I completed the first shadow, which is the white Certified color shadow from the Jackie's palette. And the next thing we're going to be doing is that pink color that we applied on just beneath the orange. We're going to be applying that on the outer corner of the eyelids. And we're going to go brighter with this one. So just right here. Just like that. Ooh, I love this color. This color is fire. Look at it, just right in the corner, right there. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. Ooh, I love it. Yes, see that? Yes, yes, we love that. Just like so. Just like so, 2021. We're stepping in bright. Yes, yes. Yeah, and you can put any color you want. Okay, guys, this is just I just want to go for something that's bright. So that's why I'm just like, okay, let me just do the pink because I feel like it suits, you know, what I'm standing for 2021. I know a lot of you guys, because of what you experienced this year, you're scared to, you know, just declare greatness over your 2021. But we have to. You have to remember that your words carry so much weight and your words have power. So if you speak life into your life, chances are that's what's gonna happen. If you speak negative, like that's what you're gonna draw, and that's just the reality of it all, right? So let's speak positivity into our year ahead, because we want to attract that. So we're gonna do the same thing for the next eye. So I'm all through with the second coat of pink. As you guys can see, I don't know if you guys notice, I have a little bit of orange around my mouth. So basically what that is a concealer. It's like a color corrector, and last time I did my my makeup video, I noticed that I had a little trace of black under my foundation. So in order to fix this, guys, or if you have like blemishes or you know, blackheads or whatever it is, you can definitely use a color corrector to correct those dark spots. It's basically going to help your makeup to glide on and look effortless and flawless under your foundation. So I will be doing a video on how to choose your perfect shade of color correcting color, because it's actually really good, and now you'll see the difference after I'm done. So to spruce up this look a little bit, as I said, it's a new year look. We want it to be vibrant, we want it to be bright, we want it to be just really sparkly and fun. So I'll be applying some sparkles, and I'm so sorry guys, but I forgot where I got this from. I'm gonna link it in the description box if I can find it. I got them like last year, I believe. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply a little bit in my shadow as well, just to spruce up the look. And I'm using the NYX glitter primer. It's like a glue, and it's gonna help my my glitters to stay in place. I'm gonna be taking a little bit of that and just putting it on the area where I want my sparkles to be, which is like right here. And we're gonna be doing it for the next eye as well, like so. Woohoo! This look is giving me life. Somehow I feel like I did this look already, you know. I really feel like I did it before. Anyways, now is for the fun stuff. So now it's time for us to apply our foundation. And today for this look, I'll be using the Huda Beauty, my all-time favorite. I love this foundation. I can swear by it. I absolutely love it. Whenever I do my foundation, it's either the Huda Beauty or the NARS. But I noticed lately I've been gravitated towards the Huda Beauty, and it's because of the effortless finish that it gives me. It's just really amazing to work with. And the shade that I'm using is the Chocolate Mousse. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that is my shade. I'm just gonna be applying that all over my face. I just like to do like a swatch and apply it. And whenever I apply my foundation, I like to do like a tap-in motion, because it helps the foundation to set into your skin easier. I know it looks weird right now. Ooh, I look crazy, but it's like literally perfect. I love this foundation so much. And one thing I want to let you guys know as well, whenever you're applying your foundation, you want to put it on your neck, extend the color on your neck, because you don't want it to look like you're wearing a mask. Even though masks has become a thing in the world these days, guys, it is not cute when you're wearing your makeup and it looks like a mask. So try to blend it out as much as possible and extend it down to your neck. So we're all through with the foundation, and as you guys can see, like around my mouth here, I don't know if you guys can notice, but if you compare it to the video that I had before this one, like around my mouth have just like some dark spots. So we went ahead and color correct that. So the next thing we're going to do is apply our concealer. So we're going to do the highlight and contouring, and today I'll be using the Juvia's Place number 16 in the concealer, and this is called, actually it's just 16. 2 shades lighter than my complexion, and I'll be applying that under the eye. I love this brush, guys. This applicator is fire. Like, it's so easy to apply my concealer. They did a good job with this. And we're going to be using, so I'll be using my beauty blender and just blend out those colors. This is really light, yo. Ooh. So the next thing we're going to be doing is setting our concealer. And today to set my concealer, I'm using the Sacha Butter setting powder. This is liquid gold, but I'm sure you guys already know that. So I'm going to be just setting, baking, not too much. I don't really like to bake too much, but just enough. And this basically helps to keep your concealer in place. So all the spots that we conceal, we're going to be setting. And you can bake as much as you want, as much or as little as you want. It's all in your personal preference. And then the next thing we're going to be doing is carving out my nose. So you know those people that want that, you want their nose to appear straighter than it is, you can use this illusion. So basically you're going to be using the color. I'm using the Blunt Color by MAC, and this is what I'm going to be using to contour as well. So you basically just chase it alongside your nose. And it gives the illusion that you have like a Michael Jackson nose, you know? You know that snatch nose? Yeah. Well, not that one, but like, you know, your nose is gonna basically appear straighter than it is. Just like that. Just like that, guys. Instant nose job. And then we're gonna use that same color to contour. So for those people who have like a broader structure face, this is like a great opportunity for you to like chisel down or make your face appear more slimmer, or like, you know what I mean? For me, my face is more longer, so I don't need to do much of that. But wherever you want your face to appear slimmer, you put more of the contour powder, right? I swear growing up, like I did not like my face. I did not like, well, okay, when I say I did not like my face, I meant like, I didn't like the shape of it. So it's like long, right? As you guys can see. But, you know, I turned out to appreciate it. After I went to makeup school, I was like, yeah, it's one of my better features. So now I appreciate it. But yeah. I don't know why. And you also want to do your chin so that it appears again more snatched. That's the point of this, right? Okie dokie. After we're done with that, we're basically going to be taking off the excess powder. So we're getting rid of the bake. After I'm through with that, the next thing I like to do is go ahead and apply my mascara, because I'm getting ready to put my lashes on. And today for this, I'll be using the Maybelline New York Pumped Up Colossal Mascara. Pumped Up Colossal Mascara. I can't read. We'll just be applying that to your lashes, just to get them all in the right direction to apply our lash. Just like so. And then the next thing I like to do is I will go in and line my eyelids. So today I'll be using the L'Oreal Paris, the super slim liquid liner, and this is really good as well. I also have the brush, but I feel like this, again, just like the eye pencil, gives me more control for me to draw, because my hand tends to tremble when I'm putting my line on. I don't know about y'all, but I tremble a lot. So I'm gonna attempt to do this. So for those of you who have like hands that is not steady, this may be a good option for you. And for those of you who have steady hands, that's nice. Until then, I'll be using this one, because the brush, y'all, I never get anything done with the brush, honestly. And I think this thing is drying out. So after I'm done with my liner, I did pretty good, not too bad. I'll be applying my lashes, and to apply my lashes today, I'll be using the Eye Envy by Kiss. And this is the strip lash adhesive. I got this at Dollar Store, and this is the black. And I'll be also using these lashes from Ruby Kisses. I just got these at Walmart. But I'll be applying these off camera, only because, guys, like, if you thought me applying the liner was a mess, let me try doing it on camera, apply my lashes. That's not gonna work. So I'll be right just back. Before I apply my lashes, I just set the glue on the lashes so that it can dry, because you definitely want to have a good grip when you apply your lashes. I'm going to be applying some shadow under my water lids, just so that it brings out the eyes. And I'll be using the James Charles palette for this one. I'll just be using the darkest black here and applying that under the eye. Like so. Oh my goodness, this is another thing that makes my eyes water so much, guys. Please be careful when you apply this shadow under your eyelids, because it's just a delicate area. Like last week I was doing this lady's I was doing makeup for someone's wedding, and I was doing you know, the mom and the bridesmaid and the bride, and all three of them became teary, only because the area here is like so sensitive. And I swear, like, I was doing it, they were teary and I was teary. I was like, what? I'm not doing my eye, why am I teary? But it's just a sensitive area, you know, so you want to be careful when you're doing that, for sure. Now we're going to do the same thing for the next eye. Just be careful you don't poke yourself, you know. Take a break, blink a few times, and then you just do it again. Ooh. Woo. The next thing I like to do is go in with my mascara again and just apply it to my bottom lashes. Or you can also apply false lashes at the bottom as well. That works too. But for now, I'm just going to be using my mascara. That works. And since we're still waiting for those lashes to dry, we're going to be applying our highlighter. And today I'm using the Trophy Wife by Fenty Beauty. This one is very pigmented too, so you definitely want to go light-handed. Or you can go as bright as you like. I mean, it is a New Year look. So go ahead, girl, and glow. Glow, girl. Glow. I don't like too much, so I'm just going to apply very moderately. See that? You can also apply it on your T area, like the T-zone. On your nose. On your forehead. It's basically anywhere you want to glow. Almost done this look, and it's coming together nicely. One thing that I like to do is just to brighten my eyes a little bit more, I like to apply a little bit of the white shadow in my tear area. So I'll be using that same color from, actually, I'll be using a color from the James Charles, and I'll be using the white. And I'll be applying that in my tear area just so that it brightens my eye a little bit more. This is completely optional, guys. You don't have to do this, but I just like to do it because it just gives that extra oomph to my look. See that? It brightens the eye somehow. Just apply it right there in the corner. Just like so. Next thing we're gonna do, I think this is actually the second to last step. I'm gonna be applying my my lips, and today I couldn't find the color that I was trying to use for this look, but we're gonna improvise and try to make it work. So I'll be using this color by Naka. I believe the name is almost gone, but I got it from Beauty Supply, and this is like a pink, and we're gonna be applying it on the outer corners of our lips. You guys, this is another step that actually, like, it gets me, like, my hands tremble like crazy. Just shakes. Just do it as best as you could. Apply it on the outer corners of your lips. Like so. And so the shade I'll be using, oh my god, it's almost gone, but this is a random Amazon find, and this is just called Kristen, and we're gonna be applying it. You just use whatever pink you have, guys. There's nothing right or wrong. I kind of wanted my color to be a little bit darker though. I'm gonna see, let's see what I can do to brighten this, to darken this actually, sorry. Let's maybe go over with a darker liner. This is such a mess. I lost my lipstick. The one that I was gonna use was gonna be like a darker pink, but I don't know. Must have lost it somewhere. Last step, we're gonna be applying our setting spray, and this one I'm using the Morphe continuous setting spray. This is really good. That's like one of the best I've seen on the market. So you want to give it a really good shake. And this helps your foundation to stay on all day. Let's say you're gonna go to a party and you want it to stay on all night. This will be perfect for you. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just saying. Ooh. So guys, this brings us to the end of the video. Here's your finished look. Simple, easy. We're heading into the new year looking glam and fabulous because we're gonna kill it next year. We're gonna kill it. Yes, yes. Keep declaring that you're gonna kill it because you are. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the new year. Bye.